Hello, and of course, hello and greetings to everybody on this fine Friday evening, and of course, fellow pals, fellow figure pals and gals. It's everybody's favorite figure collecting Lobo here, back once again with another exciting episode of Figure Friday. But also, I would very much like to say Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Yes, indeed, it is Friday the 13th. And I gotta tell you, it's gonna be quite an auspicious night here on the Figure Family. So I do hope that you guys are ready. But before we get into the nitty gritty of the good stuff tonight, please do me a favor. Go and grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink, grab yourself a snack if you want to, or if you just want to chill until everybody else gets here. Or, hey, that's completely up to you. Please go and help yourself. It's absolutely no rush, you guys. Please go and help yourself. Yes, hello and good evening, Mala. How are you doing? That was good. Love it. It's good to be in a chair, heck. How is everybody though? I meant to ask you guys. I know that maybe I don't know. Maybe I seem to be slacking on the whole live situation. Maybe I should try going live, maybe more consistently. But heck, who knows? I also hope that you guys are certainly ready for the spooky season because trust and believe, I am. I'm looking forward to it. Not only because of the costumes and the candy, of course, but I'm also looking forward to putting up the decorations, which of course I've already done so far. The decorations are put up, and I will be definitely posting a TikTok on that whenever I do get the chance to kind of get it ready. But yeah, I hope you guys look forward to that. Trust and believe. And no need to worry about me. I had my dinner not too long ago, so hey, it's all good, heck. And right now, I'm drinking on some Sprite with some cherry. It's actually very good. Heck. I mean, cherry Sprite, I highly recommend it. Yeah, still got a little gas from because Sprite it always makes you burp no matter what. Spreading love. Have a great night. Hey, I appreciate you, Josh, man. Heck, I appreciate you. You have a good night as well, man. Heck, you have a good night as well. Make sure I clear my throat that way I can speak clearly. And I just want to reiterate, folks, the music that you guys can hear, or if you can hear it, just let me know. It's simply for aesthetic purposes. I'm simply using it, to help everybody just relax, just chill. And tonight's song name is actually, it's actually called Vaporwave or Retrowave or something like that. I know it seems kind of weird, but that's basically what it's called. We good? All right, cool. But as you can see, folks, it is that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia, and of course, related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. You best believe anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, dang, my nose is itching. I want to say hello and welcome back for those who are just joining us. As you can see, we're live not only from TikTok, we are also live from my YouTube channel as well. You guys are more than welcome to check that out. Dang. But as you also want to say, if you are watching this as a highlight, welcome as well. So with that being said, folks, tonight's special showing, we will be delving back into the amazing world of anime. Now, you thought I was going to say Amazing World of Gumball, but I'm not going to do that. We are actually going to be introducing two new Funkos, two new additions straight out of the Funkoverse, featuring an anime that I actually just recently finished, and honestly, I can't wait for the next season 2, and I hope that you guys look forward to it. Following a young student that, like all anime, you guessed it, was just normal, but it became something a whole lot more one faithful day. But the twist is he only got that way from eating the finger of a king of curses. Yes, that's right, folks. So I invite you guys to please sit back, relax, take your feet up, take a deep breath, and let it out. And just chill and mellow out with your boy, because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So want to go ahead and get started, huh? So, first up, I thought that we could just skip all the good stuff and jump right into the main character of tonight's anime. And of course, the main character I'm talking about, because in this one, for some reason, there seems to be like one or two or three main characters, but this one in particular is actually the main character. So, now the only reason he's known as the main character is because he always thought that he was destined for greatness, and that actually came to him in the form of an evil appendage. However, it might seem that it might seem a little unorthodox because the way that he got his abilities, but thanks to this evil appendage, he became something kind of dangerous, but also kind of great at the same time. So, ladies and gents, please give our first big wolf pack welcome to Mr. Yuji Itadori. Yes, that's right, folks. The vessel of the demon king of curses, Sukuna, has made his debut this fine Friday evening, and of course, brought with him not only some charming good looks and an extra mouth on the side, but a story to tell. But first, let me give you guys a look at him. Bam! Check that out. As you can see, he's rocking his school uniform and his colored red boots. His colored red boots are definitely a trademark for him. Much like Reno Kumura, he also wears them, but that's only in the manga. I'm not a manga reader, but still. Yeah. But I'm sure you guys are probably wondering why, the little extra talkative talk here, but there's a reason for that. Good evening, Carla. How you doing? It's been a minute since we spoke, huh? Or even seen each other. Yeah, there we go. So, story time here, folks. Young Yuji here is an easygoing high school student with a very kind disposition. After the death of his grandfather, however, he vows to help others so that he may die surrounded by loved ones, as he so eloquently put, and basically makes it a point to ensure that the people around him attain what he considers a proper death. And through a chance encounter with fellow student, I don't know if it's a fellow student, but who knows? Fellow student Megumi Fushiguro. I'm sorry. Fish. In a dangerous cursed spirit, he actually ended up ingesting one of the fingers of Sukuna, who was actually the king of curses, and he actually ended up becoming his vessel. I moved to Oregon. I miss Midland Comic Cons. Hey, I mean, I know how you feel. It's been a minute since I've been to a Midland Comic Con. I did see, however, they are having one in December, and I mean, I've seen somewhat of the list, honestly. Like, for example, I think it was the voice of Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. I'm talking about, yeah, he's going to be there. I know that for a fact. I mean, I'm seriously considering going, but I'll have to wait and see who the full lineup is, and we'll go from there. So, back to Yuji here. What was that? He ingested the finger king curses. Oh, yeah. Now, while he currently lacks and in any innate technique, however, Yuji's strength is actually so great that he can physically overpower most curses with his bare hands. And in addition, he can actually alter the flow of his cursed energy to perform either moves known as the divergent fist, where his cursed energy kind of lags into his hands to give him blows. Give his blows two separate impacts, or another one known as Black Flash, which basically creates a small distortion of both space that multiplies the force of an attack to the power of 2.5, which in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen actually means a lot. So, with his new abilities and drive, he vows to fulfill his goals, even if that's to have a proper death. I've seen the list. It's going to be awesome. I mean, honestly, I think that this one is definitely worth going to. Hopefully, if I'm not working too much in December, shoot, I might take some PTO and take my happy butt to Midland. Heck, because meeting the voice of Ed, that dude made my childhood, really. Now, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Mr. Itadori here. Itadori. For example, just like Goku, Yuji here actually died twice. Yeah, I kid you not. I know what you're thinking, but Goku's actually died more times than twice. Yes, that is true, But when we're comparing statistics between just Yuji and Goku, it's been known that they both died twice. So I mean, they both died heroes, but they both came back to life somehow, one way or another. So please, let's just move on. And also, he has a highly, I'm sorry, not he is highly immune to poison. My apologies. And of course, probably the most interesting fact about him is that yes, it's true. He has very strong physical prowess and physical strength. But Yuji here, he can actually run faster than any Olympic level athlete. And I kid you not, because it was proven, I think scientifically, he can basically run faster than Usain Bolt. And if you don't know who he is, I highly invite you guys to look him up because he's one of the fastest track stars to probably ever walk the planet Earth. But I mean, hey, we'll go from there, right? Apologies, folks. Excuse me. Now, you guys good? I want to make sure you're good before we continue because we're going to be moving in kind of the same direction. Either way. Love to see him race the Flash. Oh, dang. Now that I think about it, that would be a good battle. I mean, a foot race between Yuji and the Flash? If I had to pick a side, honestly, Carla, I would still give it to the Flash. Like, yes, I mean, Yuji, he's awesome and he's very knowledgeable. I highly think he can do it, but in a matchup against the Flash, I still got to give it to my boy, the Flash. I think he would take him, honestly. But I mean, I'm open to criticism, really. Hey, if you guys think he can do it, hey, he can do it. Okay, so we're gonna be go ahead and moving on. It's definitely tough. Oh yeah, it is a tough one. Now I understand. We're talking about two separate universes here, both anime and DC. Whereas in the anime world, I mean, you can do anything based off what the writers can do, and like the imagination can run wild. But I mean, and in the DC world, I mean, we have a man who has literally been given the title the fastest man alive. So, I mean, two fictional characters going at it like that in a race, that's kind of an uphill 50-50 battle, But me personally, I still give it to my boy, the Flash. I think he could do it, honestly. Oh, my goodness. So, now we're going to be moving on, everybody. We're going to be introducing another powerful curse caster who's definitely quite the ladies' man, but also there's a very, very, I'm sorry, a very unique set of epic-looking eyes, especially when he pulls up his blindfold, and the first thing you see is a nasty, amazing shade of light blue. So, ladies and gents, another introduction from the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. Give another big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Satoru Gojo. Yes, that's right, folks. The special grade Jujutsu sorcerer has also made his debut this fine Friday evening. Oh my God! And yeah, there you go. There you go, Carla. Take a look at him. As you can see, sporting his the JJK uniform, standard uniform, of course. His iconic white hair and the blindfold. Now, be warned: if I was able to lift up the blindfold, the eyes would basically be blinding, kind of like the lights of the weekend blinding. That's what I'm talking about. Now, he's also brought with him a story to tell. So please strap in because this is where it gets fun. Now, he was born into the Gojo clan as the first person to inherit both what's known as the Six Eyes and the Limitless technique in over 400 years. Gojo actually shifted the very balance of Jujutsu society from the moment he was born. That's saying something, honestly. Instantly becoming the strongest. And during his youth, however, he was a student at Jujutsu High, along with his best friend and, of course, special fellow grade sorcerer, Suguru Geto. The two were a near unstoppable duo, despite their conflicting ideologies, So, whereas, like, Geto believed that as jujutsu sorcerers, they should protect the weaker non-sorcerers, while Gojo believed in no such responsibility. But after their failure to protect Riko Amani, coupled with several other events that disillusioned him from the Jujutsu Society, Geto became a very malevolent cursed user. And this change in Geto caused an equally large change in Gojo as well, who was instilled with a sort of newfound sense of responsibility, if you will, and that actually led him to become a teacher at Jujutsu High. Now, in order to ensure that the next generation of sorcerers wouldn't have their youths taken away from them, like what happened to Geto, this led him to like sort of become a rebel towards the school's higher ups, if you will, and especially when he prevented the executions of both Yuta Okotsu and Yuji Itarori. Now, as a teacher, however, he would teach his students with the hopes that they would one day actually surpass him. Because if you think about it, that's actually the goal of every single teacher out there. Because you want to see your students progress above you, progress past you, to be better than you. So that way they can take what they've learned and also move it on to the next generation. Now, he would actually want to sort of build a better society for sorcerers, all while protecting it from the many foes that come with being the strongest. And with that, with the combined efforts of his fellow Jujutsu sorcerers Yuji Itadori and Megumi Fushiguro, they actually would step up to protect the world that they're living in today from the curses, and even taking to tracking down the remaining appendages, well, fingers, if you will, the digits of the King of Curses, so that way they can have that ace up their sleeve. Now, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about him, and of course, one including his Japanese and his American voice actor. Oh, apologies, folks. Now, for example, I love how there's times you can't take him seriously when he yeah, that's actually one thing that I've noticed about him. He knows when to be serious, and he knows when to act a fool, you know. But some fun facts about him, for example, like I said, both his Japanese and English voice actor have actually voiced Digimon characters. Now, I can't say which ones because I do believe they've voiced a couple, maybe 2 or 3 over the years. I didn't get a chance to research that, so please forgive me. Now, I'm sure that most folks are probably wondering, or who haven't really seen the anime or read the manga. Now, I haven't read the manga, but that's just me. I'm a watcher, not a reader. As to why specifically he wears the bandage or the blindfold over his eyes, and there's a reason for that. It's actually to sort of help control his power. Not because he's blind, but because his power is that dangerous. Not dangerous because he might get out of control with it, but dangerous because if he wanted to snap his fingers, he could put a hole in the ground like the size of the Grand Canyon if he wanted to. But that's if he had no choice, or if there was a curse on the loose. Now, I also found it's probably the most interesting fact about him is the fact that he has a talent, if you will, for speaking several languages and is fluent in them, such as English, French, and Chinese, if you will. Now, do I believe that he might speak something like Japanese? Possibly, but hey, who knows? I mean, he's one of those what do you call it? Multilingual teachers, which is very good. Honestly, I think that adds to his character. I think that's really, really cool. Honestly. What's up, Blake? I do apologize, man. I barely saw your comment, man. I got so caught up in the moment, I kind of lost myself, So how are you doing, man? Heck, I meant to ask you, how you doing? Just go ahead and put this over here. I mean, if I get the chance, I would love to be able to get Fushiguro. Honestly, I would love to have him on the crew. I figured I should, since I have these two already. Okay. Just move these over here. Okay. So, with that being said, folks, I am going to go ahead and end the streams right here. Feel free to hit the subscribe button when it does appear. I will be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay. Not sure what yet, but we will see. Feel free to also sample either one of these fine videos when they do appear. Make sure you hit that share, follow button, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and of course, you gotta collect them all. Trust and believe, I will definitely collect them all. Whenever I do get my hands on them, you guys will be the first to see them here. Well, not first to see them, but on right here, heck. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys there, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting Figure Friday segment. So, as always, folks, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, and be zen as always. Peace.